Tobi's the offlane silencer.
Oh, he brought it to the major, right?
Yeah, so the game that he did it in the group stage was against BetBoom, and they did win that game.
Right.
So. And then we talk about the other side of this lane as we're seeing the top one, but of course, Observer can't hear us. The Tobi silencer, what do you think of that? We casted the previous game with him. You were not very convinced. It seems like a lane where he got away with it. Now, though, he's looking pretty good. They're going to try to kill Panda. The first blood, though, will happen in the top lane as we see Panda fall down bottom to the last word. They're trying to go for Matthew. That's not going to succeed.
So Wisper actually goes down first, which is
surprising.
I mean, this is the guy everybody's talking about this tournament. Like I feel like he's the best offlaner in the world right now, and he's known for his lane dominance. So. Yeah, Entity, their Undying lineage working out very successfully in the top lane so far. But he values his life in having that HP regen so much more that he goes for an item that's considered to be quite weird, honestly.
Kataomi always good on these early rotations. They always do Cryptoconka. He has level 6.
He's not 6 on Pugna, though.
Oh, okay, that's why they can't kill him. And in fact, Matthew's here as well to help. Fishman gets a double damage room. C-Smile's going to fight head-on. Goes to cover a little bit of damage. C-Smile could be in trouble, but it's Warren. Stops the Undying's onslaught. We need one more Nether Blast. That's going to get him. It's C-Smile who's down, and Matthew regrets his choice to come to this lane. He's being chased by 3 heroes. One more hit will not do the trick. Misses up to the high ground. A toss. Matthew already salved, but they will get him regardless.
Fishman walks to the rune, man. It's just a typical rune fight, but he's an Undying. He picks up a DD. He already had 14 decays, or 14 strength from decay, so...
Right. Little avalanche for the Brood Mother Livestock Array. Nice little combo here. And they utilize that double damage on Undying very well.
That is the most effective Undying double damage I've ever seen.
Incredible.
I did not think that hero was good with a DD, but when he's walking around with 16 decays, he's hitting for like 150. Yeah. Of the
I hope not.
SA teams. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it after meeting a bunch of people here. Okay, they go for the play.
Yeah, telekinesis. Oh, the little body block on Panda. Now, with the Arcane Curse last word, Panda could be in trouble. Utilizes the cogs to get a little bit more space. They still have the toss though from Kataomi. They just need vision on Panda right now. Will they commit? We're going to see. Avalanche does miss, and the Razors are punishing Fishman, who went a bit too far. It does seem like Pakazs is hitting pretty hard, and he will bring him down. There's the bias from the crowd. That's exactly what I wanted to hear here.
Yeah, I mean, Pakazs getting off to a good start is... I mean, you're going to die to this guy. I mean, he's broken every single record that basically exists in Dota as a carry player, so...
Yep. We'll see if this works out for him.
Yeah, nobody's taking the lane either, so he doesn't feel like he's in any pressure to dive the tower and get any kills. He's just going to look to run into the jungle and... Oh, never mind, he's going for Fishman.
Can he kill him, though? Has no minus armor, Decay's annoying, it's level 2 already.
If he was on webs, the problem is Wisper's out of mana, so he doesn't have more webs.
Panda cancel this. He has the cogs as well. He's going to push Fishman back. They're really punishing this poor Undying. However, Panda, it didn't accomplish anything.
Wisper's not even heading over. Wisper ditched.
Matthew just died. Fishman knows what he just did. Now the Torrent, once again, for harassment. The whole goal of this is to just push out the lane. They don't want this Pugna to take the tier 1 early, but they can't really help it at this point.
Yeah, EG's just prioritizing being around mid and defending this tower for as long as possible, but there's only so much you can do against a Pugna. He doesn't even need to commit to take the tower. It looks like it's going to go down here.
Okay, the Clockwork trying to find Kataomi, but instead gets tossed back. Panda now getting back home. There's the crap.
Oh, that's big damage.
So much damage. Panda's down. The top lane, Wisper's taking the tower, at least in bottom. They're going to punish Tobi for this rotation. Can they do it? They need one more raise. They won't have it in time, though.
Ooh,
and the rotation from Watson. It's actually the carry helping out his offlaner instead. Last word, and Rubik's dead.
I love seeing these Linas get active, man. Like, I mean, she farmed such an early Maelstrom, and they're actually not leaving. They're going for Pakazs here.
Ooh, he has out of mana. Oh, he has Mango and Wand. He should be fine for now.
Yeah, he's gonna TP out. When Lina shows up, you have to get out.
Interesting.
Undying, okay.
Oh, Panda once again finds Kataomi, this time with a recover 5. Can he survive another time? He does have the hookshot available, but he needs a target to actually hookshot to. He's just really tanky.
He feels fine.
Watson is coming by, though. He hits him with a Laguna play, the hookshot. Panda will still die when he gets up to the high ground as the Undying gets caught with the ghost ship. They need a little bit more. They still with the crap. Where's the Fade Bolt? Matthew's got it. Fishman will fall. The Avalanche with Livestock Array. Matthew wants to continue this fight, but he knows in the high ground he's too scared.
Maybe they turn and look for Roche because, yep, they're going to go for Roche.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
They've got the Undying. I mean, this is a...
Wisper will know this is happening.
Yeah, he's scouting it.
What's the team fight looking like for AG? Not very good if this starts. Global Science with the Avatos combo. They want to go for Matthew first, and he's down. Entity. Back into the rush bit. Pakazs. He summoned Wreck him a Soul's Blade. Did see him, and they all avoided. Nice force stuff there. Entity just ignores the enemy carry completely. There's a torrent hitting the lean as well. Watson. Nope. It's actually Kataomi who initiates the Purify to get rid of it, but no, Laguna Blade gets rid of Pakazs. No more carry. Mantastal did not save him there. It's time for the Roche, and they're out of options. EG doesn't have enough team fight.
That high ground war genuinely just won Entity that fight.
Yes.
Not only did it let them get the pickoff to start the fight on Matthew, it also allowed a zombie to spawn on Pakazs, which gave perfect vision of him while he was ulting. They all just back off, 4-staff away. And you can see the problem with the Manta style. Yes, it's able to dispel stuff, but you can't dispel the tiny avalanche, you know? Like, what are you going to do?
Panda, of course, the smoke breaker, or perhaps he's actually scouting. Once again, it's Fishman who they target, cogs him back. All the nukes on him. Fishman's thanking a fair amount, but they know they don't have Tombstone, so they're just going to get the kill on the Undying. Entity, they retreat. They're not going to take over the enemy triangle today.
So he's playing for late game. He's going to try to run in there, press his Aghanim Scepter Water Park, and then probably Refresher, double BKB, double Water Park. I imagine he's probably going to go for... I'm going to stop saying Water Park now.
Oh, okay, they go on him though. He can't activate anything. Now it's going to be BKB immediately. And Matthew's like, please hit me instead. Leave my mid alone. But he cannot convince him. Entity gets another kill. This one a very important one because Water Park is not coming out like this.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
They
He's
just
about
peed all over it.
He's about 1,000 gold away. Yeah, Watson, I mean, all he needed was the Lina stun duration. Level 1, by the way, he's going stats. He's 114 build, which I can understand. He's trying to do a lot of, like, physical right-click damage because there's a bunch of BKBs on the enemy side.
Sure.
But there's going to be a bunch of BKBs. And also, he needs to survive burst.
It's looking scary because their source of team fight just died here. The second, probably being the Rubik, is not alive.
I mean, Wisper's up top. He's trying to force Entity back by split pushing into tier 3.
Sure. But Watson, he doesn't care. He's going to compete with Wisper, and they force him back, actually.
Against Alina, this is really hard. I've seen this trade happen a lot of times, the Brood versus Lina. They have to back.
Pakazs is still farming in the top lane, taking advantage of this extra time he's been given. C-Smile finally joins back. X marks the spot. This time it's for Watson. Still Kumbolo as well. A little bit of healing for Watson. He's like, guys, I think I can just take this Rax. That's exactly what he's going to do. But the smoke comes up from EG, wanting to surprise the enemy. Also the glyph here. Entity, they acknowledge maybe they should keep their distance. Garden Greaves used. Tombstone will still give vision. They have the Nether Ward. It's quite difficult to snipe Watson. Now finally the Rax falls. Entity, big win for them here. As the hookshot hits him, the counter initiation from Panda, this could be good to Lacases pull her back even further, but he still has the Aegis, so even if he dies once, he's fine, and Panda just sacrificed himself for this play. He will get Watson though in exchange. Panda's down, what can they do once Watson comes back? X-Mark the spot already used, but it can't send him back. BKB from Watson as well, and because of the global silence, this is nothing. They just can't get anyone.
Yeah, that was a really awkward timing for EG and really beautiful timing from Entity. Understanding that Pakazs, he wanted his BKB before fighting, and he was just barely not there. That's why he didn't show up to the fight. That's why it looked really weird, is because they knew that without a BKB on Pakazs, they're not going to be able to fight there. All right, who gets the Aghanim Shard here? Do you just give it to Tobi so he can steal more int?
I mean, why not?
Yeah, have an epic time. Yeah, they gave it to him, of course. That's a classic Silencer player right there, by the way.
Mine.
Yeah, exactly. Give me that 4 int instead of 2.
I'm the carry.
Yeah.
He also, the biggest part of the shard though, on top of the silence, which is like, okay, you steal 5 int now per glaive every time you hit, which is actually considerable.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. It changes that. It's a really good shard. Like pretty much, I think they could remove one element to the shard and it would still be a good shard.
Yeah. The silence actually is the weakest element.
It's the weakest part, yeah, and it's still pretty good. I mean, against certain things, against like channels or whatever. But then again, Silencer already has a lot of silences, so it's not like
someone's black holing. Guys, wait, I'm on my 4th glaive. I'm about.
Yeah. It's like, dude, don't you just global them, bro?
But this is more efficient. There's only one silence.
Right, exactly. If you attack fast enough, it's permanent silence.
Yeah, but then you go, why are you a cheap Slardar? You just a bad Slardar.
Range Slardar, my boy. Very powerful.
I mean, on the bright side for EG, they are finding a fair amount of space for the cores. They haven't really fallen back in terms of farm.
Yeah. But we can see Pakazs in the enemy triangle. Of course, from playing on USE so much, he's used to this. He's used to having to have 1v5 games and farming in the enemy triangle when his team is griefing.
His 4's already feeding mid. And you're okay with that?
Definitely. Yeah, Pakazs could 1v5 this still. It's looking really hard, though. Like, Entity is... They're playing this flawlessly so far.
You value him over the Lina, the SF in the late game?
I don't value anything over the Lina, the late game, to be honest. I wish I could say there are matchups that are good against it, but it's like you need kind of a whole team draft, like a Batrider plus an SF or something like that. Then maybe you're talking something that counters Lina.
Right, and the Kunkka is not particularly that.
No, he's also not, we've not felt his impact in this game yet.
No.
I'm looking to see some big Aghanim Scepter Kunkka plays in the next fight.
I don't think it's a big play. I think you press it and you go,
Well, yeah, you hope that it hits the right target.
Right.
And it can. I mean, it's one of the most disruptive things to play against in the late game, honestly. Especially when he has the refresh, and he has a sheep as well.
Okay, he has Tidal Wave now. That could be important.
Yeah, repositioning. Could have used that earlier on the earlier siege, honestly.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're asking too much. He hasn't done anything this game, all right? A little baby steps. Okay, they decrypt the tombstone. That's a little bit difficult. Pakazs in trouble. Arcade to BKB. There's the save coming in from his support. And when the Ghost Ship plus a Tornstorm, they're actually doing nothing for now. They're lacking the damage. Panda's just dying. Tidal Wave will be ignored. Entity. They just brush this off. They don't care about the water part. They don't care about the Kunkka. Tidal Wave.
They just don't have damage. They don't have damage for these heroes.
They're Australian. They just ignore these large waves. Now the Ranking of Souls, that wave might actually deal some damage. They finally get the kills they were looking for. Aegis on Lina, though. She's going to come back. What are they going to do when she does? She doesn't have BKB. She's in trouble. She's disarmed. She has to hit back, but she can't because she's constantly stunned. They finally get the kill they were looking for. Onto Watson. Goodbye to him as the Tiny gets away with a Blink Dagger.
Entity, man, they bit off a little bit more than they could chew there.
No, they're going in, guys. Let's go back to the game. The racks are ready. We're hitting them. Pakazs is attacking the range racks, attacking the melee racks now. The Purified Pakazs gets rid of it with a Manta style. Everyone is going crazy. Panda goes in with the global silence. He forced it out with a hook shot. That's huge. Another blast on top of this. He's tanking through the whole thing. Life Rain as well. The Tidal Wave kicks him back, but the unfortunate toss back, no. Is he actually that tanky? Will Panda survive this? He had to die. Now 1-7, but he did it to save his team. He forced the global silence. They took the racks.
Yeah, totally worth it.
Actually, a good death.
Yeah, I really like the global force there. Like that was the game has been paused for a very long time, and I'm not sure what's happening global. Because
this is just like a pub, actually. That happens.
It is not worth it to global Panda there.
No, but I think they also were in that position where they're like, are they going on us? And we forget what the win condition
was like feigning their aggression there. When in reality, they're just very happy to get the racks.
I mean, it's really impressive. And also a testament to Watson's strength. Yep. As a hookshot. Okay, that hookshot was just to force the silence again. And Panda is getting away with it. Panda's alive for now. Okay, he's not getting away with it for long. He tries to fly away, but the Gleipnir keeps him in place. Those cogs won't save him. They have lost their clockwork, but at least there's no silence. Is there a tossback though? Kataomi, onto the creeps they go. Can Watson get to him in time? Pakazs doesn't want to activate his BKB. Everyone just creates oh no, the Tornstorm just got used to make sure Pakazs can get away. That Tornstorm now is not available for this next fight. That's going to be very difficult for them to deal with. Luckily, he does have Refresher.
He has Refresher, but
do you give the edge to the silencer right now? For the area last word?
Yeah.
I think they did. Yeah. That's going to hurt. Meanwhile, Entity, they're keeping their patience, but now with the Aegis, they should make a play while the Aegis is still alive.
Right. Kataomi's got the ninja gear. This is what's been letting him set up so easily. They don't see him on these initiations.
Welcome, the best Tiny in the world. Matthew, he thought he was free, but he's not actually. Avatar stops this, and now Pakazs is retreating with a BKB on. And Lina deals too much damage. Matthew is done. Luckily, he has buyback here, as they try to stop Stormer, but he's still too tanky. Tidal Wave to push him back. Another decrypt. Stormer's just fighting on. There's the hookshot. Yeah, takes BKB in the middle of the hookshot, which means he's not going to get pushed back with a cog. Stormer is currently invulnerable to their damage. They can't bring him down. Another Tidal Wave which will be ignored, and Watson, meanwhile, just hates the towers. That's his target all along.
Oh, tossback to Pakazs.
That's too strong. Pakazs is down for the count. He doesn't have buyback right now, and Tidal Wave won't be strong enough. It's just C-Smile versus the world. He's trying to fight Watson head on with Tidal Wave, with the Tornstorm. Is that going to be sufficient? She's still up in the air. Life drain from Stormer to keep her alive another second. He does fall, but the Aegis is still under possession. Now with the ethereal clockwork, they're going to hunt him in the trees. Panda is down, not to save anyone. There's the last word in an area with the Gleipnir. What are they even going to do? Back to their base they go, as Watson continues his labor of just hitting the towers. The GG is called. Matthew is done with this match. Entity with an almost perfect game. The EG in their first match of their upper bracket.
Yeah, man, I don't know what to say. Like that was just flawless. Like I could compliment all of the players on Entity. I mean, I think Watson, did he die a single time? 12-1. Okay, so Stormer actually did not die a single time. Neither did Kataomi. So they almost had 4 flawless players.
Yeah.
They had 4 players with only a single death or less.
They can just throw Tobi on something in the off lane that is good. Like I was going to say, the Darkseer, which is the counter. So great draft by Entity of like getting exactly what they wanted as far as like the flexes.
Yeah, both teams have very, very solid drafts. They have different approaches towards how they want to play the game, and it's going to be a very, very exciting game too here.
Like, Leshrac is never going to care about illusions
Sure.
or about his own illusion. Like,
Right,
this is same with Enigma. Like, these are not cores that Darkseer is good against, but it is good against the Naga, and he's got a good lane, and it was last pick, so we'll see how it goes. His lane is not going that well so far, but that's because it's Darkseer. His laning sucks ass early, and
That's true.
That's why you cut waves.
Even with the Trim Protector, you don't think that makes up for it at all, huh?
No.
As in the top lane, they got Wisper, by the way. Matthew still trying to get the counter kill here with the Eidolon's help, and Fishman will die to this, but the first blood still went the way of Watson. Again, guys, the first blood, I think you have to cheer for. That's the big one. That's the big kill. Watson just got the first blood for the carry. NP's going to go crazy.
He did,
Watson's also the only NP I still seen that sometimes gets Midas, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed this.
I mean, I've seen a lot of Midases in pubs and in Div 2, but yeah, in terms of
Like competitive, actually.
actually competitive, yeah.
Right, yes.
There's not that much.
Because most people think it's a grief because they think Maelstrom does the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I kind of agree. It's like if you're really confident about being that like late game 1v5 farmer guy, then yeah, you can have 6 items when the enemy carry has 4.
Right.
Nice little vacuum back, but no trees to play around for Kataomi, so
But in the
ooh.
top lane, Fishman will die as Matthew gets the kill. El Gotito strikes again.
Yeah.
And even gets glimpsed back. He's like, thank you. I'm going to go back home.
Honestly, like
Oh, he gets tipped. That's a really late tip,
Yeah,
Wisper. That's
yeah.
not.
Ricky,
Gotta be quicker.
you do have to be quicker, yeah. Especially with Matthew, he is known to, as a Walter White, he's known to, freak out on people. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, Ricky doing.
He's always cooking something.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks for the save. But Ricky doing well in lane this is not really supposed to happen. This hero's played for the 15-minute timing, obviously. As the dive comes out,
Right. The path is interesting about Pakazs. He actually kind of confused Rim Protector because he thought, why is he going into the trees?
Right.
But it worked somehow. Disruption's there to save him.
It did work. I mean, Naga Siren, 330 move speed hero.
It's true. She is also, I like to always mention, is very lean. She has the smallest width in Dota.
her hitbox,
as they go
yeah.
for Panda,
Yeah.
they kill him with a bunch of punches. Panda has to suffer because he is not as lean as the Naga. What's the big power spikes? You can tell me the ones that you were looking for.
Yeah,
here.
it's like, okay, so, obviously DP, once she gets the BKB, she's going to be fine
there's a
against Lesh.
glitch in the top lane. That's a lot of damage for Wisper.
He should
MP
be
keeps
dead.
hitting him. He's down.
So yeah, I would expect Entity to take a lot of towers down pretty quickly this game with how it's going. Nice zoning here, even if they don't kill him.
Panda, okay, there's the Iron Shell. Slowly destroying Panda. Now the body blocks. Panda is really... he's dying so slowly, Jenkins,
that
but
is
he
sad.
is going to eventually die.
Yeah, that's not a great
You
way
can
to go
feel
down.
the pain in the middle lane. Similar amount of pain. C smiles down, and she's ahead. The DP can even use the extra to take a little bit of the tower. Matthew's here to tank the spirits. He has a high armor early on.
That was a really nice rotation from Fishman, just recognizing the strength of the glimpse back into all of DP spells, which do more damage to you the closer you are.
Yeah, the silence is deafening here, but we'll see. Their timing is not this yet. Entity's looking really good in this early game, however, and they have scouted out this TP from Panda. There's a disruption.
This is a big
Matthew,
rotation.
smoke screen. That's going to help a little bit of the damage from the Leshrac as well, piling onto the Stream Protector. He has a fair amount of healing, and they'll commit to him. They'll get the kill there, but Exorcism has been out, and now C-Smoke has to get away, but
they
anchoring
got
the
him.
fight is that glimpse. Bringing him back, no chance. It's a 5 for a mid laner.
That is really high. Like, that's like S-tier level shellacking that's happening.
Yeah.
I hate to bring it back. Oh, there's the hole.
I mean, okay, they had to use a black hole for something. Now they're going to support with it. It's a kill they needed, but it's not a kill that's what they wanted ideally. out of this early.
Top lane. Okay, Fishman dies to Pakazs.
Yeah, and even committed Static Storm, though Pakazs might die as a result. They used the wall here, and since he's still silenced,
Okay, that's worth it.
once again, he's dead.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Right.
Also, people have like cloaks, people have hoods, and so you're doing less damage to them and healing less. As Kataomi taking a lot of damage. He's dead.
But here comes the counter initiation by Fishman. I think he's really fast, Fishman. I know where Matthew is, more or less. Stormstormer joins as well, signs for the England immediately. They don't have the black hole, so he's going to TP it away, but no chance. The glimpse cancels the TP, and he goes down. Wisper's out, and look, Matthew wants to avenge his dead teammate. He at least gets the kill on the enemy support. Matthew playing around with vision, but they saw him the whole time. Did a sentry drop. I mean, that's there we go. That was unimpressive. That was very unimpressive. In fact,
there, yeah.
he's dead.
He's going to go down for that.
But he showed off his Sleeping Dart.
He did. They know that he has it now. They know he's farmed 1,400 gold.
Wow, which is a lot of information.
It's good information to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tobi commits the wall to that because I don't think...
Oh no, Pakazs
is this
still no sleep. He has Manta this time though, so he can at least divide the damage a little bit. He's not going to, he's holding on to it until he gets into the high ground. Hopefully to surprise him, maybe just deny himself. He didn't.
Okay, and on the Ancient stack too, so...
What?
Stormstormer's going to get that. I think he didn't want to use it because he's worried about the tree, who has the Ag Shard.
Oh, right.
Like
okay, that makes sense.
But Seasmile, he's got the Bloodstone.
Yes, he does, but he can't tank enough. The damage is way too high. Seasmile disintegrates.
He wanted to fight that because he had the Bloodstone, but Kataomi was right on him, man. He knew it. They pinged it. They're like...
Panda, they're faltering, man. They're just all feeding one by one. Choo-choo! It's it. It's the train feed.
Yeah.
I mean, not that he should, but with Bloodstone builders, it's just about you being ahead. If you're not, it feels very unimpactful.
That is right. That is right. I mean, yeah, and they can keep pushing. I mean, they don't even need the DP ulti.
Nope.
He's got a Blink Dagger, by the way, on Stormstormer. Yeah, he's there.
Okay, he once again is holding on to the Manta. There, he uses it. Enough to get the song off. Does he have a TP? He just got it. I don't know. That's going to be fast enough. One more second. Nope. Yep, it was fine.
Yeah, he's good.
It was fine.
And you might die because you went up to farm it.
Oh no, Naga. She already used her mirror image. They have the Manta style at least. So that dispels the overgrowth, but they glimpse her back, and she has nothing to do with it. Black hole now. We need to counter an issue, but it's cancelled immediately. The Enigma didn't do enough. They're fighting in the backline trying to kill Stormer, and he will finally fall thanks to C-Smile. That's a godlike streak for him. He's keeping up with Watson right now, going close to him, hoping to kill him off, and he will get the Aegis down. The reset, though, is a little bit difficult. Can they get this player Arth off? Yes, they do. And now Watson's stuck in a bad position. C-Smile, he's still alive. This man, he finally dies, but not before sacrificing himself for 3 cores. A small glimpse of hope here for EG. They finally get one team fight all off the back of our lovely C-Smile.
It turns out when Fishman's not the first one to die, it goes horribly for Entity.
Fishman has to die, Jenkins.
EG has realized they just need to not focus Fishman. I mean, C-Smile, he just recognized a good opportunity to go in there. And Stormstormer, he kind of overcommitted with the Blink Dagger. He thought he was a lot stronger than he was. He didn't get, there was a few Spirit Siphons that he had left. I think he had 2, and he did not get them off on anybody.
Fishman? No. He did get rooted in base.
Yeah, nice try. That was the longest net I've ever seen. Like Pakazs, for example, can go put his body there and then send the Naga illusions to cut waves. So that is very important as he takes down a courier.
Yeah,
very nice
cruelty.
for Matthew. Very nice for Matthew. I'm saying if somebody's on the ward, you can kill somebody elsewhere.
Oh, okay, I understand.
You can definitely gank somebody on the ward, but you don't know who is around in the area that can help out.
Right, that makes sense. Sleeping Dart with a smoke screen. We have a Split Earth as well. Activated the pipe in time, though, but
he's very tanky.
He kind of wants to commit to this. He's realizing he might have overcommitted. Activated the Bloodstone already. That is storming to the vacuum with a wall replica. C-Smile activates BKB, trying to get away. For now, Matthew's already dead, and the overgrowth cut C-Smile. He's stuck. Look at Stormstormer routing the supports. Panda can no longer be saved. He's down for the count. That's 3 deaths. And Entity recovered quite nicely there. And they will end up taking the rush. It doesn't seem like EG's actually interested in fighting this at all, even though they're close by.
Pakazs was there. He wanted to song and try to do some shenanigans, but just not quite there in time. They were trying to farm the other side of the map. EG's smoked. I wonder if they're actually going to do something from this or if they're just going to back off again. They are. They're actually going in after the Aegis.
Interesting, yeah. Okay, they're going to try to kill Fishman. This did not work out last time, but let's see. Bloodstone already got activated, and now the Static Storm from Fishman. This does not seem like a good fight. At least they can kill Fishman, maybe. BKB already activated and C-Smile. They are deterred from their aggression. Fishman's dead, but Overgrowth got used. They still hold on to the black hole. Wisper's going low, though. Disruption to keep him back into the fight. Too many BKB. Song is not impactful, but he blinks just in time. Wisper's safe. He TPs. The Songless Siren allowed them to survive this, and they didn't force the buyback from Fishman.
Panda's going to go down.
No, Panda's fine. He wants to die. This is where he feels comfortable. Yeah, you go to sleep, Panda.
Lucky Gleipnir proc. I mean...
Okay, for the Static Storm, how do you deal with it now? Because obviously their past tactic was... Oh, well, actually, hold that thought, Jenkins. 1 second. He's leashed. He might have to activate BKB, but he's holding on to it. He's holding on to his death.
He has buyback. He has buyback.
That's the reasoning. He knows BKB is valuable.
Wisper's looking for the jump.
Okay, the Sleeping Dart can now be dispelled by Lotus Orb. That's a little bit of a nuisance here. Matthew feels that's useful. He can always Blink Strike though, but too late.
If he Blink Strike Watson with the Lotus, it would blink Watson into his base.
Exactly, yes. That's what they're looking for, as Matthew was thinking. That's Quelling Blade still late game. Okay, the Bloodthorn. Not much yet. C-Smile goes in. They have Static Storm. They activate BKB immediately. They kind of forced that out of him. Are they in a good position to go Stormer? They use the overgrowth already. Stormer activates the BKB. Wisper wants to be put in position to use the black hole, but C-Small is being sacrificed for now. Disruption, and they want to reset the fight with the Song of the Siren. C-Small still alive. The black hole setting up. Thanks to the Song of the Siren, they got 3. That's going to bring down Fishman, but they don't have enough damage to bring down the other 2. Watson's still alive. He's hitting too hard. Whisper's down. They want to at least kill the offlaner, but that's not going to be enough. They killed Matthew as well. Watson, with one last breath, feels quite strong, but his BKB is finally out. There's the opportunity they were looking for. I see Smile also getting close to him. The poor man needs to be saved by a disruption. There we go. Watson can't really move. He seems to be falling in the backlines. Ricky goes for the backlines himself, killing off the Darkseer. There's the Aegis down. Watson tries to spread himself. It's not gonna work. He's surrounded by a bunch of illusions. Matthew still trying to find the stragglers in this fight. He broke their lines completely.
It is costly for EG though. It cost them 3 buybacks. That Song into Black Hole, that is basically the best thing that you could ask for there. It is so easy to interrupt the Black Hole in this game. He's going for a refresher, so maybe the next fight, if they can do this again, maybe they can turn it around. But like I said, the buybacks being there means that the gold lead did not go down for Entity there, and Watson still has buyback.
And that fight was still them literally needing to stop the overgrowth. Like they had to force overgrowth, Static Storm in a bad position.
Yes, it was a lot of things that went the right way for EG.
They're still fighting. They're still fighting out of the replay because they caught him. It's the Static Storm. It's the enemy carry. Pakazs could be in trouble now. Matthew got killed. No more courier kills for you. And they got rid of Pakazs now as well. Stormer wants to cancel some TPs. He has nothing to do so though, so they'll successfully go back home.
That is with 2 dead, by the way. EG, they could feel the crowd, man. They were charging down mid. They thought they were a lot stronger than they were.
Oh, the crowd's baiting them more than it's helping them.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bait there, which means they would also have to catch the tree.
Yeah, but Kataomi's so well placed. Oh, maybe they caught him. They broke all his trees. They put him to sleep now with a sleeping dart. However, the response by Entity is quite quick. They might be able to turn this around. And the vacuum into the Static Storm, that works well for them. They've activated the BKB already, and Stormer's just running him down. Everyone trying to protect Wisper. Wisper's gonna die, however. There's no black hole now. Stormer is a little bit too strong. The Song is gonna actually protect Stormer for now, and his ghost will kill C-Smile. That Song worked against him. They wanted to reset it, but instead all they did was save the DP. The overgrowth was being saved for this perfect moment. They tried to cleanse back the Naga, saved by disruption, still in trouble, and they sent them back once again. Normal punch, carry the Naga to the grave. Entity, they're not screwing around, man. This team, they had everything in mind. That Song though.
And then the Darkseer was able to go in, but it was the Fishman to start. And the Aghanim Scepter goes to Stormer.
I mean, you might as well, sure.
It's honestly not that good of an Ags. It's just they're so ahead that he can have it. I feel like you give it to Kataomi just because he's been playing the fight so well.
Sure, yeah.
They actually caught
like a reward, I guess.
The glimpse?
Yeah, Static Storm as well. I don't know how they're going to save Pakazs this time. They with a normal punch, he actually gets out of the kinetic field. Pakazs, he's going to sing, but the BKBs are on. And it's just, he's being chased down by an NP. Unsuccessful TP. That's a dive back for the Naga Siren. Pakazs is out. His support comes with him. That seems like it's over for EG. Entity is just gonna run down mid, take those tier 4s, end the game. They're taking no more chances. It's only Matthew and Wisper. They still do have the option of one last black hole, but where's the damage gonna come from? Matthew's being stopped for now. Their push is quite high anyway. They're holding on. They're waiting for that C-Smile to come back. And then maybe the black hole can catch some people. Is the final play from EG. Entity though, they're spread out. They know what's happening. They know they're winning this game right now. And they're not going to take any chances. Stormer zoning out the enemy team. Those silences are very annoying. Finally, C-Smile. There's the last initiation. One black hole. At least hope to catch the DP, but they canceled that overgrowth. Once again, Wisper just needs the second one. He did refresh, but he doesn't have the mana.
It wouldn't even matter. Kataomi had a refresher as well. He was ready. He was ready.
Entity is looking incredible, Jenkins.
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the end of the previous game, I feel like we can compliment all of the players of Entity. This team, when they learned how to back, when that word entered into their vocabulary, they are looking insanely strong. This was already a tier 1 team when they weren't disciplined. And now they've got it.